SDG that related to our group topic, which is about the deforestation and destruction of ecosystem lead to the loss of biodiversity, is SDG number 13, which is the climate action, and SDG number 15, which is the life on land. So we go to the SDG number 13. The goal for climate action is to take the urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. So next we go to the SDG number 15, which is the life on land. The goals for SDG number 15 is to protect, to restore and to promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem and sustainably manage forests, combat the desertification and halve the river's land, and also halve the biodiversity loss.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Ivy with metric number 2965, and I will be talking about Malaysian policies to mitigate deforestation. So the first policy is Land Conservation Act. Actually, there are 3 ways on how this policy can help in managing deforestation. So first, prevention of soil erosion and degradation. By enforcing practices that prevent soil erosion and land degradation, this act actually helps maintaining the health of forest land. Healthy soils support robust vegetation, reducing the risk of deforestation due to land degradation. Next is sustainable land use practices. This act encourages sustainable land use practices that enhance soil productivity and also land health, thereby reducing the necessity to clear additional forest land for agriculture's expansion. Lastly, this act also promotes controlling the development activities. Unregulated development often lead to large-scale deforestation as the forests are cleared for infrastructure projects, housing, and industrial activities. This act can limit these activities by requiring environmental impact assessment and adhering to land use plans that prioritize conservation. The second policy is National Forest Policy. So firstly, this policy offers sustainable forest management. By promoting sustainable forest management practices, this policy ensures that the forest resources are used responsibly and that the ecosystem remain intact to reduce the need for large-scale deforestation. Next is that this policy involves conservation and also rehabilitation. The policy supports the conservation of existing forests and the rehab of degraded forest areas, which helps in maintaining forest cover and preventing further deforestation. And lastly, it also promotes biodiversity conservation. By protecting biodiversity, it ensures that forests are valued not just for their timber but also for their ecological roles. This broader valuation helps in prioritizing forest conservation over deforestation for short-term gains.
Hello everyone, my name is Maria Nili with metric number 84413. I will present the third policy, which is Environmental Quality Act 1974. This act provides a legal framework for the protection and enhancement of environment in Malaysia. It includes provision for controlling pollution, managing waste, and conserving the natural resources. The act requires businesses and industry to obtain license for operation that may affect the environment. This ensures that the complete and environmental standards and regulation. The fourth policy is National Policy on Biological Diversity (NPBD) 2016 until 2025. This policy provides a comprehensive framework to conserve Malaysia, which is a rich biodiversity. It outlines the strategies and action plans to address threats to the biodiversity such as habitat loss, climate change, and the pollution. It emphasizes the need for sustainable use of biological resources and the involvement of local communities in conservation efforts. This national policy on biological diversity target to be achieved on 2025. addressing the key conservation aspect like awareness arising, good management practices, protected areas, species extinction prevention, and the biosafety. By this, it can manage the solution for deforestation. This can help in recover biodiversity, improve ecosystem services, and increase the resilience to climate change. So, how this policy can solve deforestation issue? Firstly, by promoting sustainable land use and management. By promoting sustainable agriculture, forestry, and land use practices, the NPBD aims to reduce deforestation and habitat degradation. This includes encouraging the
Hello, my name is Tekla Kletibo and my no metric is at 5910. Welcome to our presentation on the crucial role of Sustainable Development Goals in addressing deforestation and biodiversity loss. Deforestation and the destruction of ecosystem are major drivers of biodiversity loss. Trees are cut down at an alarming rate and habitats are destroyed, leading to the disappearance of countless species. But there is hope. The Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, provide a roadmap for reversing these trends. First, let's talk about SDG 13, Climate Action. This goal focuses on combating climate change and its impact, which are closely linked to deforestation. Three important targets under this goal are Target 13.1, enhancing resilience to climate-related hazards and natural disaster. Target 13.2, integrating climate change measures into national policies and planning. Target 13.3, improving education and capacities on climate change mitigations and adaptations. Next, we have SDG 15, Life on Land. This goal is dedicated to sustainably managing forests, combating desertification, halting and reversing land degradation, and halting biodiversity loss. Key targets include Target 15.1, conserving and restoring terrestrial and freshwater ecosystem. Target 15.2, promoting sustainable forest management and halting deforestation. Target 15.5, taking urgent action to reduce habitat degradation and halt biodiversity loss.
Hello, my name is Isabella Christie with matrix number at 4058. So now I'm going to explain how policies help in managing deforestation. So for the first point is protected areas. Government established protected areas such as national parks, wildlife reserves, and ecological corridors. These designated zones serve as refuge for diverse plant and animal species. By safeguarding this area from deforestation, policies help maintain critical habitats. Biodiversity thrives within these protected zones, contributing to ecosystem health. And this impact on biodiversity is protected area prevent habitat destruction, allowing species to survive, reproduce, and maintain genetic diversity. They also support migration and ecological processes. And for the second point, reforestation initiatives. Reforestation involves planting trees in areas where forests have been lost due to deforestation or other disturbance. Policies promoting reforestation contribute to restoring lost forest cover. By planting native tree species, we create habitats for various organisms. And this impact on biodiversity is reforestation enhances biodiversity by providing food, shelter, and nesting sites for animals. It also helps stabilize ecosystems and improve soil quality. Last but not least, sustainable land use. Sustainable land use policies balance human needs such as agriculture, urban development, and infrastructure with conservation goals. These policies guide land management practice, ensuring that forests are used responsibly. They address issues like selective logging, agroforestry, and land zoning. So, this impact on biodiversity is sustainable practice minimize habitat fragmentation, protect wildlife corridors, and maintain ecosystem services. Biodiversity benefits from well-managed landscape. That's all from us. Thank you.